What is going on, world? Welcome back once again. My name is Zach Novak and this is Zach Novak Plays Games. In today's video we have the Vanguard weekly Nightfall strike and the loot drops. Seriously awesome, crappy modifiers, Solar Burn and Brawler, don't mind. Roll the intro and I hope you enjoy. Alrighty, so getting straight into this. This Nightfall, it's fun. Not really, actually, being honest about it. This Nightfall is very easy. Now going through this, it's one of those things that it's not too hard of a run, mainly because it is the Scion Flares. Now the Scion Flares, they are a little bit powerful. Ironclad doesn't actually make things too great considering a lot of people have shields, but Brawler and Solar Burn are seriously a very big combination. If you're going through running Sunsinger, you are pretty much in that sweet spot that you won't really have to worry about absolutely anything. There is enemies out the woozah that have shields, but all these shields can be taken down very easily by using many things solar. And seriously, this Nightfall is one of those things that I did actually kind of step back with Unknown Clone and say, well, we were trying originally to go through this and have as much fun as possible, and then we decided that no, we're actually not even going to do that. At the start of this, as you can see, I kind of am just standing here. Now that was due to because I was having a coffee and I was seriously enjoying said coffee. Now that's something that I cannot actually step past. If someone does offer me an amazing cup of coffee, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to drink the hell out of that thing. It's going to be absolutely amazing. And it's going to give me that little bit more energy to actually go through and play Destiny, which everybody freaking loves. Now, this actual Nightfall, the biggest thing that I want to say to you guys is watch out for those shield guys, because not those shield guys just there, but the shield guys that are taken. These guys are seriously horrible. Now, I've only just started to realize after this patch how powerful they actually are. I think they might have slightly maybe done something to them, because in any situation where I've gone up against taken shield guys in the past, it's been a breeze. I didn't have to worry about anything. I could just take them down with a couple of grenades, maybe one grenade, and he'd be down. I could shoot at the feet, and the explosive damage I should say, would actually deal enough damage to him to knock him back and stuff like that. But in this one, it turned out that they were a lot more powerful. It would kind of be like one shot and you'd actually be dead. So don't go near anyone that is actually going to have some form of a melee attack. Now that being said, there is quite a few enemies in this Nightfall, this strike, that you know what they're going to do. If you run this strike enough, like me and the Unknown Clone have, we went through it about 30-40 times just trying to actually get all the flare mantles. The arc flare mantle was the most elusive. I don't know why, but it was the hardest to get. However, it's now really easy to get strike specific loot. Not saying that it's kind of going to drop every single time you run through it, but from my experience of the last week, 2 weeks, almost every single strike I've gone through, either I've gotten a strike specific, Unknown Clone got us a strike specific, or someone else is actually running the Nightfall or the strike with us has gotten strike specific loot. It's kind of crazy. I don't really know what is going on. It is freaking cool. Seriously freaking cool, I should say. It's one of those things where I'm just like, if I can get an arc flare mantle at 335, I'm not going to dismantle it. Seriously, that is going to sit on my hunter and that's going to stay there for good. Although if there was something that, say, was like a void flare mantle that was at 334, anything like that, that's going straight to my Warlock, Titan, something like that. My Warlock is actually 331, but that's actually got nothing to do with this Nightfall, because I'll break this to you guys right now. Nightfall strikes, as we all know, the loot is good. Usually I actually say the loot is good. As of recent, it's kind of been loot is awesome, loot is great, and then loot is crap. 3 tiers. Those 3 tiers breaking down your first character, your second character, and your third character, or vice versa and mismatch. For myself, I've always had the same thing on my Warlock, that it used to have the best RNG. Year 1, it was freaking amazing. Other than Galahorn, I didn't get Galahorn to the last day. Didn't get that through any of the Nightfall drops. Ended up getting that from an actual strike. And then lo and behold, that night Zor sold it, and so I was just like, I was shattered. It was one of those things where it didn't really feel like it was such a big achievement, considering Zor did have it the same day I actually had acquired it, even though it was still through a strike. It was a regular strike, Velos to Arg to be exact. But I am babbling, as I usually do. This Nightfall, these Scion Flares, the easiest way I would say to actually beat them is with a sword. Go through with the Soul Edge, Void Edge, anything like that. Use some form of sword and you will be going through very, very easy. This has been Zach Novak, and this has been my kind of blabbery thing for the Nightfall and stuff like that, but let's get straight into the loot. Alrighty, so first off we have the Warlock. Now Warlock is usually the main one that actually goes through and gets the Ghost, because who doesn't love Ghosts? This is a 319, worse than my one. Unknown Clone got a Tao Yao Hun at 328, which is not too bad, but moving on to the next drop. Alright, so next up was the Titan. Now the Titan ended up getting himself something that was a little bit better than a Ghost. I ended up getting myself a Long Far Gone, which is not too bad. It's 329, not the greatest rolls. Unknown Clone got himself an Aspirate 1 at 329, which isn't bad. But we could have gotten something better. However, onto the final drops where the good stuff happens. Final drops, being my hunter that is. This one actually turned out to be a lot better than most Nightfalls. I got myself some Bones of Ao, or Bones of Eao, however you want to say them, at 330. They were lower than my ones, so it does kind of suck. Unknown Clone got himself a Ghost and a Winter Remote Pack. The Ghost was at 318, so you can't really complain about that. But this has been the Nightfall, this has been Zach Novak, and this has been the loot. So, tell me if you've gotten some better Nightfall drops in the comment section down below. Let me know what you actually got, and if it's anything freaking awesome. Did you just get some Ghosts, or did you get some exotics at 335? I know most of you probably did get exotics at 335, but yeah, that's just my luck of not getting them. Anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Do all that good stuff down below, and I will be cheering like Kieran if he was Ed Sheeran. But until next time, this is Zach Novak, signing off. Peace out.